to Teen Gospel Live. My name is Owami, and I am the best of the best in the business, the best television show host at this point in time.
And if you are the best, then I'm the freshest. My name is Ulindo Malimel. Today we'll obviously be taking you on a journey of learning as we usually do. And the topic for today is blended families.
That's right, guys. Now we're asking the question, is it wrong to be part of a family? What are the advantages and disadvantages of being in a blended family? And joining us to answer all these questions is Dr. Mabel Radebe.
Don't forget to continue this conversation on our social platforms using the hashtag TGL on SID. Right now, though, it's time for us to start the show with a performance. Hope you guys enjoy.
Volele, 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 usemi emnyango. Volele, 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 usemi emnyango. Volele, uJesu, usemi emnyango. Volele, uJesu, usemi emnyango. Linda ni kalipani, bona niziboniso. Khanyisa nizibani, uJesu isindiso. Inkosi ifikile, isemi emnyango. Inkosi ifikile, isemi emnyango.
Thank you so much to Dynamic for that beautiful song. We'll definitely be chatting to them a little bit later about it. Now, today we are talking about blended families. And the question of the day is there anything wrong with being a blended family or being adopted?
And to help us understand the topic a bit better, we have Rapitsi in studio. Welcome to Teen Gospel Live.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you, ma'am.
So, can you kindly introduce yourself, Uguti? Who is Rapitsi and what do you do?
Okay. As you have already said, Rapitsi, and I'm known as Dr. Radebe professionally.
Yes.
And Mfundisi, and I am a psychologist. And I work with people who are struggling with life issues.
Yes.
And I help them as a psychologist. I'm a mother, and I love God.
Thank you, ma'am.
I love God.
So today we are talking all things blended families, and I want to know, what is a blended family and what is being adopted?
A blended family, yeah. A blended family, as the name suggests, blended. There's a lot of blending that has to take place there. But in summary, I would say a blended family is a family where there are children who are not biological children of one of the parents.
Yes.
And there could be families where there are children who are not biological children of both families. And that's where adoption comes in.
Yes.
They are both not biological children of these parents, but they are together. They are a blended family.
Yes. Yes.
But then we are not restricting the description of a blended family to children. We normally describe a blended family in terms of he comes with children, I come with children, we blend, then it's a blended family. Mm-hmm. There are instances where we have a blended family with no children, but with relatives. I come with my cousins that I'm bringing up. And I come to this family. It's my sister's children. My sister died, and I'm bringing them up, and I get married with these children. They're not my biological children. I bring them over. It could be the same with you as well. And we blend this family with these children who are not our biological children.
Okay. So what are the advantages and disadvantages of being part of a blended family or being adopted?
The difference is that when you are adopted, you are not a biological child of both parents.
Yes.
But then, though you are in a blended family.
Yes.
But then, the other blended family, one of the children or all the children here, they belong to one of the parents.
Yes.
They are biologically attached to one parent. These are biologically attached to the mother
other.
or to the father. As an adopted, you are not biologically attached to any of this.
Yeah.
However, that does not mean there are disadvantages, depending on how these parents are parenting you.
Yeah.
So as teenagers, we tend to misbehave because we're still growing and stuff, and we tend to be disrespectful. And in blended families, sometimes people say, "You're not my mother, you're not my father, you can't tell me what to do," and they throw these words around. How can we stop that in blended families? How can we stop the "you're not my mother, you're not my father, you can't tell me what to do"?
Well, some step parents would simply say, "You are badly brought up. You are badly brought up."
Yeah.
But that is not the way to go if you want to have a healthy family.
Yeah.
If you want to have a healthy family as a step parent, you have to become. First of all, you need to expect that. You need to expect that. The truth is, you are not a biological parent of this child. And you should expect this child to be like other teenagers, to be moody, to talk back, to be, the stage itself, it calls for certain behaviors.
Yeah.
And that does not exclude you because you are in a blended family. Because in a blended, you will also indicate that you are now a teenager. You are now having all those difficult problems. But then the important thing is you as a parent. How do you deal with it? So if you are a step parent, you have to be cool. You don't have to be emotional because you are not solving a problem. You understand why this child is saying that. Or you need to understand what is behind that. It's possible that perhaps this child has anger issues, is very angry about a lot of things. So this is an opportunity to express the anger. So you need to be calm and just make time and simply say, yes, I understand. I am not your biological mother. But I think we need to talk because the way you are saying it doesn't sit well with me, the way you are saying it. In other words, acknowledge the truth, acknowledge the fact that the child is somehow disrespectful, is somehow disrespectful, and we need to talk about it. We need to talk about it because though I'm a step parent, I expect to be respected.
Yes.
You don't necessarily have to love me, but I do expect respect. So then that's where I'll become and then make time, because if I address it now, it's going to be war.
Yes.
Really.
Definitely.
It's not the right time. I'll acknowledge it and say, I understand what you're saying, but I think we need time to revisit this issue and talk about it, not now. And then that's when you address the issue of respect.
So is there anything wrong with being part of a blended family?
No, there's nothing wrong with that. All depends on how you perceive it. It's all in the mind. It's all in the mind. There are those who really see it, believe it's bad. It's bad. The negative thinkers. But we do have positive thinkers who would see it positively. Would see it positively. And they will not see much difference.
Yeah.
Especially if their parents are parenting them well. You know, some people say that because maybe the step parent is not treating them well, and then they feel it's not good to be part of a blended family. Because there are instances where step parents find it difficult to deal with a stepchild. They keep on, there's discrimination. I buy things for my child and I don't buy things for this other one.
Yeah.
And you eventually then end up believing it's not good to be in a blended family.
So
Because you get hurt most of the time.
yeah, I want to know, you said that there's nothing wrong with being a part of it, but I want to know, what does God say about blended families?
There is no specific verse that addresses blended families, but we do find blended families in the Bible. And I believe, I would simply say, when it comes to the Bible simply says, be content where you find yourself. Be content. If you find yourself in a blended family, be content. because probably it's God's will for you to be in that family. So it's how you see it. And we can take the example of Esther. Yeah. Esther grew up in a blended family. And it was an advantage for her.
Yeah.
Because she learned to know God and to love God and to trust God. And yeah, so God didn't say there's anything wrong with being in a blended family.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Ma. Thank you for coming through and thank you for educating us. Guys, remember, you have to be content with where you are placed, and there is nothing wrong with being part of a blended family. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with more Teen Gospel Live. And just like that, yeah, Buffets, we are back on your streams. You are tuned into Teen Gospel Live, and today we are talking about blended families. Right now, though, it's time for us to get into TGL's Got Talent. Let's go.
Hi, my name is Rapitsi Benedictimus Clavani, born and bred in Mamelodi. Well, nakedala trombone, and reason for ke trombone is because of ke kono hemapila, and it's perfect for me, and yes. Well, I started playing the instrument MMC, and I have like great teachers who are teaching me how to play the instrument, who knows the way, the ins and out of the instrument. Well, in the day-to-day rehearsals, they teach us how to read scores, they teach us how to play the instrument, they teach us how to read music and to understand and know how to play the music. I've performed at the UNISA festival and it was so glorious. Firstly, I was nervous when I just went to the stage, and I just stood there and played, and I got a silver for my age group. Well, now I'm a naughty boy, firstly, and the instrument is helping me to stay out of trouble by just taking the instrument, having a relationship with it, and it's helping me emotionally, mentally, physically, and yeah, it's helping me a lot. Well, the challenges I've experienced was, firstly, my schoolwork was lacking because of before I started playing the instrument, and when I started playing the instrument, I was able to concentrate, to do my schoolwork on time, know when and how to do my schoolwork, and yeah, to just be consistent with what I'm doing. Because of God sacrificed His only begotten Son, who is Jesus Christ, our Lord Savior, and to die for us on the cross of Calvary. I'm just going to say, firstly, playing an instrument does not need an age where you should play. If you are young, instead you should start playing an instrument when you are young to show them that you have the capability and the ability to play the instrument. Thank you very much for joining me. Now I have to go for my rehearsal. Thank you, bye.
You guys are so talented, family, and we love seeing all your talents. So make sure you guys keep sending them to the number on your screen. Now, TGL's Got Talents is for 13 to 18-year-olds, so make sure you guys get sending. Right now, though, it's time for us to check out what you guys are saying about today's topic over in live chat. Let's go.
It's that part of the show where we get to interact with you guys on our social platforms. And the question for today is it okay to be part of a blended family or being adopted? And this is what you guys have to say on our social platforms. Umpumi said, absolutely not. It's a beautiful thing to be in a blended family. the only thing you must do is to work together as family. We really love hearing from you guys. Right now, it's time for us to take a break. We'll be right back.
Welcome back, guys. You're still tuned into your favorite teen Christian magazine show. It's Teen Gospel Live, and today we were talking about blended families. Right now, though, it is time for us to get into this delicious-looking snack. Chef, what are we doing today?
All right, guys. So we have a vegan boerewors roll right over there. So what I've got in here, I've got coleslaw with the vegan mayo. I've got apples to give it a nice bit of crunchiness, and I got the vegan sausage. So Esmeralda, Batubile, you guys have 2 minutes to try to replicate this. Please try not to cut yourself. But before we start, guys, please remember to always sanitize. We're going through a very bad pandemic, so before we start.
Can I please also get sanitizer? Just... Wow. Okay, do you have
Right.
2 minutes, guys? Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Are you sure you're ready?
Let's do
Your
this.
time in 3, 2, 1, go.
Let's go.
Okay, so Chef, today we're talking about blended families. What are your thoughts on blended families?
Well, let's be honest. Most of us did come from blended families because we grew up with our cousins. We grew up with people we thought were our relatives and our siblings, and then only letting life like, "Hi, man, you're not my sister," you know. So I mean, it's nothing new to us as Africans, should I say? But yeah, I'm all for it.
You're all for it. That's good, Chef. We love to see it. So if people are looking for the good chef, where can they find you?
Hey guys, find me at the Ethan Pizza Grill, 131 Lenham Street, Pretoria East. The Ethan Pizza Grill on Instagram. I am the grilling chef on Instagram. Or you can just give us a call, 060-520-9631. Here we go, got it.
Thank you so much, Chef. Right now, I just want to see what's happening here.
I think people are trying to copy me with cut
Like,
and paste.
guys, the objective is creativity.
How do you
Let's
say
go with time,
replicate?
let's go with
The
time, guys.
objective is creativity.
Replicate
I just-
means
I think time is
exactly the
up.
same.
Exactly the same.
Guys, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Please step away from the food. Esmeralda,
I
that's
feel like
enough.
I should be the judge.
If you could cook.
But I can.
If you could cook.
Wow, Chef. Oh my God. No, it's fine. Just,
All right.
just judge the food.
All right. Guys, it's very hard to go wrong with this one. It's pretty much basics. However, I see Ulba Tubile here does have a bit more apple in her roll.
does.
So, I mean, I'll give it to her
Yeah.
for this one. So she takes it.
I feel like this
for
judge is very
creativity.
biased. That's just my opinion. I feel like it's
Can
very
short
biased
people just
based
spin
off
the
of
wheel,
one
please?
apple. Just based off one apple. Okay, so what I'm gonna ask you to do now is I'm just gonna ask you to walk over to the wheel. I'll even escort you because I'm such a kind person. And I'm gonna ask you to spin the wheel.
Whatever it lands on, you consume.
We'll see. I hope it lands on. No, actually, I want to be nice, and I hope it lands
this is
on
not going
tomato
on me.
cheese. No, don't worry. But I hope it lands
Peanut
on
butter is
tomato
also
cheese.
fine. We don't mind
And I
peanut
feel like,
butter.
Chef, just for control, you should actually help her out. You know, just for control, whichever one it lands on, we're gonna be kind to you today. Whichever one it lands on, the chef is gonna do.
Oh goodness, it depends what it lands on.
No, whichever. It's a tomato cheese. It's no.
Oh!
I definitely thought it was gonna be. Okay, guys. So we don't have marshmallows. So I
All right,
get to
so
choose.
here's
No,
what
listen.
here's what I'm gonna do.
I
We
get
can
to
share
choose.
this.
No, chef. There's no sharing. I get to choose, and you're gonna do cream. We're gonna let the chef do cream for you, ne? Because you lost. He's gonna do it for you. I have my cream,
Something tells me Owami does not like me.
and I have
Tomatoes, okay.
tomatoes. So, chef, now we're just gonna remove this.
I will, guys.
And
We
this is
said
what's gonna
we said
happen.
cream. Tomatoes.
Chef,
What's going on with
no,
tomatoes?
look. Chef, look. This is what's gonna happen. I'm just gonna
This
ask
is
you
personal.
to hold this for the chef. And then I'm gonna ask you to hold the bowl. Okay. And what the chef is gonna have to do, our good chef, is gonna have to dip his whole face and remove Each tomato,
Tomato, yes.
from here.
Okay.
Okay, chef, I'm gonna count you down, chef. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Wait, with my
No,
face.
your time is going. Your
No,
time is
oh,
going.
wait, I'll do it.
Guys, let's listen to what you guys are saying about today's topic in live chat.
We asked the question, is it okay to be part of a blended family or being adopted? And this is what you guys had to say on our social platforms. There's nothing wrong with being part of a blended family or being adopted, which was sent by Ulindo. Untando said, no, as long as the other parent is giving you the same love as their own child. We really love hearing from you guys. Don't forget to send through your comments using the hashtag TGL on SID. Right now, it's time for us to head over to our music stage with Dynamic Group. Hope you enjoy.
Joining us at this moment is Dynamic Group. Welcome to Team Gospel Live, guys.
Thank you.
So the question we have for you guys, obviously you guys have to answer our question for today, which is there something wrong with being part of a blended family?
Definitely not, Chief. I mean, family is something that's been given to us by God. And one thing that I've realized recently is that family is not limited to blood. Right?
Yeah.
Just because you are my blood brother or sister does not mean that family ends there. Somebody that I become a close friend with, and we bond together, that counts as family.
Yeah.
And sometimes those people that are outside the family sometimes bond even closer than those that are inside. So definitely not.
Thank you so much. That's a beautiful answer. So I want to know, when did you guys form Dynamic and why?
Well, we officially became a group in 2018. But before that, of course, we would just meet and just sing together and perform sometimes at school, sometimes outside of school. But we formed Dynamic in 2018. That's when we said, okay, right now, we are an official group. And we formed this group because we realized that as we were jamming and just performing, we had a bond, and we realized that music was our bond. And we said, you know what, guys, let's just not end here. Let's take this seriously. Let us become a group. Let us go and minister outside, not just in school, but outside of school. And so obviously the Lord gave us these beautiful voices and we are using them to his honor and glory.
Yes, sir.
And so who would you say influences the Dynamic as a group?
To be quite frank, I would like to start from the beginning. Like, music at first started from dates back, and what basically moves your spirit in music is what actually brings out the original voices that we bring out from ourselves, including other groups. And one particular group I would say has made a big influence would be Take Six. I feel like every SDA should know Take Six. They have influenced music in such a broad way. We didn't know there was such thing as a cappella until they came to us and they blessed us with that. So I feel like they have inspired us as people who love singing to create our own music and create our own sound instead of going to other people to help us with that.
Yeah.
So I would say that, yeah.
That's beautiful. So you guys create your own sound. I want to know, what are you guys going to be performing for us later, and why did you choose that song?
Okay, so later we'll be performing a song entitled Lord Our God. And the reason why we chose this song is because we live in a very busy world. We don't have time for each other sometimes. We're so busy with technological advances and our day-to-day lives that sometimes we forget to take a minute to sit down and just be peaceful and take time with our Creator one-on-one. So I believe that the song, it even says, Prince of Peace, teach me thy will. So in that moment, I'm asking the Father, please be with me now. Give me the peace that I do not get out there.
Yeah.
But with you, I know I can always have peace. So that's the message that we're trying to put across to everyone.
That's beautiful. Thank you guys so much for coming through to our show, guys. That was a Dynamic Group, and that is how we close off today's show. I hope you guys had so much fun. I hope you guys learned a lot. Like, Lindo is going to tell us what he has learned today.
Well, what I have learned from today's episode, which is about blended families, is that it's all about love at the end. So if you are introduced to a new member of the family, whether it's adopted or blending or friends or whatever, it's all about love and understanding. And obviously, we have to adjust to each other so that we can accommodate each other, and it will be all love. Right now, it's time for us to love and leave you with a musical performance from a dynamic.